Hello, welcome to Talk of the Town. I am your host, Abby on the Avenue, Marketing Director for Appleton Downtown Incorporated. Talk of the Town is a podcast where we shine a spotlight on the people, places, and passion in our community. Each episode, we engage in meaningful conversations with community ambassadors and local business owners as they share their stories about what makes our district thrive. Whether you're a history buff, foodie, music lover, or something in between, there's something here for everyone. Join us as we uncover the stories of what makes Downtown Appleton one great place. We are ramping up for the holiday season here in Downtown Appleton, but today's guest works for a place that celebrates all year round. Please help me welcome Alicia Andrews, manager at Cleo's Brown Beam, home of the famous Dirty Snowball and the place where it's always a holiday. Welcome, Alicia.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on. As we're getting excited for the holiday season, we, of course, have to come in and talk about Cleo's because, like I said in the title, it's always a holiday down there.
Festive AF 365.
Yes, I absolutely love it. But before we dive in and talk more about Cleo's, we want to get to know you a little bit better. So tell us about yourself. Where are you from and how long have you been working at Cleo's?
I am from Appleton, Fox Valley area, born and raised. I've lived here my whole life. I've been at Cleo's for about 6 years now, managing for the last 3.
Amazing. Yeah, it feels like it's been longer than that.
It does feel like it's been longer than that.
I feel like it's just...
It's been longer and shorter simultaneously.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So talk about how you kind of started working there and how, you know, you've grown to the position that you're in. You know, you said you just made it to manager. So like talk about when you first started working there to today.
Right on. Yeah. I was working at a music hall and I really wasn't happy there. And a couple of my regulars came in and said, you know, we just went and had some drinks at Cleo's and, you know, Alicia, I think that you should work there because that vibe, it reminded us of you. And I
love it.
I honestly, I lived here my whole life and I'd never been in Cleo's before I stopped in for the job interview, to be honest. Yeah. So naturally, I was blown away because it kind of reminded me of my Nana's basement. She had a bar in her basement, and it did. It looked like that. It smelled like that. Like the whole vibe was like Nana's basement. And I was like, I need to work here. This is where I need to work. Like kitschy, fun, extra, like all of those things are me.
Yes, and that is the perfect way to talk about Cleo's. And you kind of just led me into my next question here, talking a little bit about the atmosphere. You know, for those of you who haven't been there, it's a one-of-a-kind bar that keeps their Christmas decorations up all year round. And I'm not just talking like they have a Christmas tree in the corner. Like, no. Every inch of the bar, from wall to ceiling to the floor, is coated in Christmas.
Well, it's all the holidays, actually. I mean, there's Halloween decorations.
Yes.
There's St. Pat's Day stuff, Valentine's Day stuff. I mean, it looks like holiday cheer threw up all over the walls.
Yes, in the best way possible.
Yes.
So as we, talk about some of that, let's talk about the history of Cleo's. It was founded in 1970 by Cleo Brown, who, of course, loved Christmas and decided she wanted to lean into that Christmas aesthetic, right?
So I've heard a couple of stories. All of them have the common theme that one year the decorations ended up a little longer than most people gave her grace for.
Yep.
And it turned into, Cleo, when are you gonna take these down? Cleo's, when are you gonna take these down? She got tired of hearing it. Everything I've heard about her, she's a feisty woman. And she decided that what she was going to do was double down. Mm-hmm. One of the customers was working down at, I'm not sure if it was Prangyways or Gimbel's at the time, the department store. Mm-hmm. And they said, hey, Cleo, we're changing out our window dressing for Christmas for the following season. You know, if you want, you can come down and pick up all of these old holiday window decorations. Yes. And she did. She had somebody go down there with a pickup truck, load all the crap into the back, and she put all of it up in the bar. And then it just kind of snowballed from there, if you will.
We need some sound effects for this podcast. Well, that's amazing. I didn't even know that. So are some of those decorations still there?
There's a couple of them that are still there. Behind the bar, there's some very weathered-looking cherubs. Couple of them have broken wings, but they're still hanging on. Yes. Yeah, and there's a couple of like antique nutcrackers and a few things that are sprinkled in that are original artifacts. But yeah, it's crazy.
Some of that could be in a museum.
I believe it, yes.
It's going to get there for sure. So, well, that's really cool. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of on the team where like I never want to take my Christmas decorations down because it just makes me sad.
The January doldrums are real.
Yes. And my birthday is at the end of January. So I always kind of tell myself, like, you cannot have Christmas decorations up for your birthday.
Sure you can.
Like, you got to cut it off at some point. That's what I tell myself.
You don't need that kind of negativity in your life.
I need some kind of motivation, Alicia, to really get myself tickled.
You just give me a call. You will give me a call, and I will talk you through it.
Yeah. So that's usually like my guideline. So, and other people, of course, have their own where they're like, day after it's gone.
They're my house. They're gone immediately
because, well, some people just can't handle the clutter. And I do get to that point, but also I just love the lights and the aesthetic. And well, I should just come into I should take it down and I should just come into Cleo's and I can get that aesthetic. So, and while I'm there, I can get one of the many amazing drinks that you guys have. And of course, there are a lot of them that are holiday themed, but we mentioned it earlier. The Dirty Snowball is kind of what you guys are famous for. It's your most popular drink. It's delicious.
Yeah, I've made what I feel like is 7 million Dirty Snowballs personally.
I wouldn't even be surprised, honestly. You served me my first Dirty Snowball.
That's awesome.
That's an honor.
I love that.
It was delicious.
Yes. I mean, it's a big boozy, I don't want to call it a milkshake because there's no ice cream in it, but it's a big boozy blended drink.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You really can't go wrong.
Are you able to share what's in it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not a closely guarded secret. You can Google it. It just tastes better when you drink it in Cleo's because of the atmosphere.
Oh, it totally does.
It's vodka, coffee liqueur, some creme de coco, which is like a chocolate liqueur, a little splash of half and half, and then it's blended up over ice, and it comes out just like a chocolate milkshake. And then there's, of course, 2 plump, juicy cherries on top.
Yep. It's fantastic. The way that it's been described to me before, and once I had it, I agreed. It was kind of like a ice creamy White Russian. A
blended White Russian.
Blended White Russian.
I was going to say that, but I mean, some people aren't drinking people and don't have any idea.
And they don't know what
a White Russian is.
Which is totally fine. But yes, this is absolutely something, if you haven't tried it, definitely need to check it out. You know, when people try it for the first time, like, you know, I just talked about, you know, what do people love about it? Like, what is their reaction?
I mean, most of the time people, especially people who are not from Wisconsin, they are very skeptical about the fact that there is dairy being mixed with their alcohol. But once they take that first sip,
I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, they're just like, you know, this is good. I can get behind this. I could have a bunch of these. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I will come back to you in 30 minutes to see if that's the same answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're very boozy.
They are.
But they don't taste very boozy. So, I mean, I've seen people fall victim to the snowball rule, which is 2 is plenty and 3 is too many. Also applicable to martinis.
I've lived. That's the best.
2 is plenty.
2 is plenty.
3 is too many.
Is too many.
I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but you'll probably have a better time in the morning if you don't have 5 dirty snowballs. I think you should
have that up on the wall. Did you come up with that?
I believe me and my barback Jason came up with that. That's when fantastic. A woman got sick off of caramel apple martinis.
It's always something.
She made it outside though, so I mean, the carpet was unsullied. Everybody was happy.
It was saved. Which is, so interesting. As soon as you said that, like, people don't like dairy in there, I'm like, what do you mean? I don't see an issue.
There's never any issue. I can usually tell if somebody's a local by the way they react to when I tell them, and there's cream in it.
They're like, what?
You're like, just roll with it, baby.
Just wait. It needs to be there. It gives it that ice creamy flavor.
Yeah, I mean, it's magic. I don't know who came up with it. I'm sure somebody will chime in eventually at some point and see me at work and be like, I know who came up with that thick years ago.
Yep.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Yes. And has the Dirty Snowball been around like since the beginning?
I honestly have no idea. Okay. I mean, I don't know if they were blending drinks in 1970 or not. Yeah,
exactly.
Like, were they crushing the ice by hand?
Who knows?
I'm not 100%. I have a couple of people that I can hit up for info.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those where it was probably just like someone was throwing something together and then they were like, wait a minute.
Sometimes lightning in a bottle.
I think we just did something here.
I love that. That's actually one of my very favorite feelings as a bartender, when you put some random stuff together and all of a sudden it just sings.
Yes. And I love to just ask a bartender, like, just make me something.
Yeah, I mean, I put the cocktail list together of 4 pages of just make me something. That is a great segue into the next thing is, I mean, of course, the Dirty Snowball is fantastic, but you guys have so many drinks. Yeah, that was kind of something I formulated. We always had like a small cocktail list, but it's so overwhelming for people when they walk into Cleo's because of all the visual stimuli that when you walk up to them and you're like, hey, what can I get you to drink? They're just so overwhelmed.
They're like, hold on, I'm still taking in this view.
Yes.
I haven't even touched the menu.
Exactly. Well, we didn't always have a menu to give to them.
Sure.
So it's nice because I can just hand them this and be like, there's a little something for everybody. Just take a look. And when you're ready, we'll come check on you.
Yes. But that's true though. And I know a lot of people say that, but there truly is something for everyone.
We really pride ourselves on that. We've got mocktails, we've got wine, we've got a lot of great local craft beer from our fellow brewers in the town. We try to, our crowd is not one type.
No.
So you want to make sure if somebody comes in that you've got a little something for them.
Yes, they'll find something to drink for sure. And I like how you touched on beyond the cocktails of the beer and the mocktails, because that's something that's becoming very important nowadays, is people being able to come in for, a mocktail option. And you guys, I think you have a mocktail version of the Dirty Snowball, right?
We do. It's not quite the same, but it's close.
Which is fair.
It is fair.
With something that's leans a little boozy, it's hard to replicate. But for someone that really just, wants to fit in and to join and to try something.
It kind of tastes like a frap. When we blend it up without the alcohol, which is
me.
never bad. And we get our coffee from a Coca, so it couldn't be any better.
Exactly. And, there are other popular drinks. You even have some that, like you said, are on emphasis of other seasons as well, outside of, just Christmas. Like you had some really good fall drinks,
Yeah, absolutely. We keep our main menu the same, but we do a rotating seasonal list. Usually every few months we'll switch it up. We try to do a different flavor of the Dirty Snowball seasonally as well. So people get excited to come in and try the new variations of the blended goodness.
Love that.
We've got a blended Butterfinger Snowball coming up. Yeah. We've got a blended Butterfinger White Russian on our menu that's wildly popular. So we kind of did a little riff on that. Yeah, it's like peanut butter whiskey, some chocolate liqueur, a little bit of cream and some butterscotch, and then we blend it up and throw some crushed up Butterfinger candies on top.
I'm speechless.
I'll make you one. It'll
sounds
be good.
Amazing. But it's so cool that you guys are able to do that. And I know you said this a little bit earlier about how you've worked really hard yourself to kind of craft that. Like, you and the bartenders have that freedom to come up with, different drinks on the menu and just kind of experiment?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of really great ingredients to work with. And, our liquor distributors are awesome at getting us great new products to sample. And, we kind of get together and we work things out. It's like mad scientist time. And
for sure.
The regulars are always very happy when they're there during mad scientist time because they get to try all these random drinks.
I'm sure.
But yeah, it's like one of the best parts of being a bartender, getting to be a little creative and like seeing people enjoy the stuff you're putting together.
Yeah. So many fun different things.
Absolutely.
Is there a drink that you've created that you really pride yourself on?
Oh man.
I'm sure there's more than one.
There's a lot of them. I can say what I'm excited about coming up. We've got the candy cane martini that I did mention earlier. We make a metric ton of them throughout December. It's vanilla vodka, some peppermint schnapps, a little bit of white chocolate liqueur, and then some pink grenadine and a nice little candy cane on top.
Cute.
It's dreamy.
I love that. Now that is even just as seasonal as a Dirty Snowball, but definitely emphasizes that Christmas season there, which is really great. So Cleo's is, of course, like we've been talking about, known for being super fun and festive and giddy. Like, how do you guys keep that energy alive throughout the entire year? Because for all of us, of course, you think of the holiday season and it's like 2-3 months, well, depending on when you celebrate. Some people are already into Christmas and some people aren't until it's December. You just never know. But
different strokes and all.
It's exhausting, to put it like delicately. But you guys just keep that energy in there all the time.
We do. We try to treat everybody that comes in like they're a friend. You know, I was talking about earlier. It's a lot like hosting a party, except you're charging your friends for drinks.
Yeah.
You want everybody to feel warm and welcome and, comfortable. And, we do that by trying to just make everybody feel welcome.
Yes, absolutely. And, as people are coming in and they're, they're seeing the Christmas, energy and the things that are
The
going.
first timer look is
That's
hard.
just what I was going to say is I'm sure as soon as they walk in the door.
I can always tell.
Like,
and, it's always great to see because people are just awestruck for a moment, and then the phones come out and they start, doing their lives and their pictures. And
Yes.
it really, some people would get sick of that, but I love seeing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you, you might get in trouble if you answer this. So you'll have to,
I'll roll the dice.
I don't know if you're going to be honest, but do you ever get sick of just constantly being around all the Christmas lights?
I'm actually pretty desensitized to them. I don't notice that they're around.
It's just the natural bar lighting to you at this point.
It's like walking into a filter.
Yes. Yes.
So when I'm feeling less than my best, I know I can go into work and I'm still going to look great.
Yes. That is because who looks bad under Christmas lights?
Nobody. We get a lot of first dates in there, and I'm pretty certain that's why.
There's a method to that madness.
There is. Everybody looks awesome under Christmas lights.
Oh, what a great first day spot. Guys, write that down. Girls, guys,
yes.
anybody, write that down because I think that's a really good idea. So
Yes. We should host like a speed dating event or something.
You should. That would be so much
I'll
fun.
put that on the calendar for February. We'll see. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yes, we should. I don't know. You and I have to do something to
We'll
make
chit
that
chat.
happen.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to be the hosts somehow.
I'm the idea person. I'm not the follow through person.
There's the ones who come up with the ideas and the ones that have to execute.
Yes. Sometimes
I
they're
feel
the
like
same people. This time they're not.
Oh, I feel like I'm commonly in the office pushed to be the executor. So, but you got to have the good idea people too. But as we just talked about, when you see first timers coming in and things like that, how would you describe the crowds that you see at Cleo's? Is it a lot of local people, a lot of out of towners? Is it a good mix?
It is a straight up mix. Like I like to say it's just a bowl of mixed nuts. Like you get older people, you get younger people, you get out of town people, you get townies.
Yep.
I mean, my very favorite types of people are you have 21-year-olds coming in and their parents and grandparents are buying them their first Dirty Snowball. Like it's a rite of passage.
It is.
And I see it all the time, and it's like the kids come in, the parents come, and then the kids' friends come, and then the parents leave and the kids go downtown to the party spots. But they always start at Cleo's.
Yes. I mean, I like how you talked about how it's a rite of passage because truly it's a tradition for people in a variety of ways.
Absolutely.
There are the people that are coming in during the holiday season because it's Cleo's, it's Christmas. I have to come in during the holidays.
Oh,
but
so many families. Many families every single year that we see, it's their tradition. Like all of them will come in together.
And that's so cool.
As long as they're over 21.
Yes. Abide by the law, everybody. But then there's also those, like you just said, like it's your 21st birthday and you're coming in, or it's just your birthday in general and you're coming in. Or bachelorette parties.
Oh, yeah.
Bachelor
Weddings,
parties.
bachelorette parties.
It's a destination.
We had a full-on marching band come through.
Were they playing?
Yes. I put it on Facebook Live. I think it was what was going down? Was it the night market? The last night market.
Yes.
They walked through and they just started banging out some tunes.
That's
and
cool.
It turned into a dance party.
That's pretty awesome.
You really never know what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen
No,
in
anybody
Cleo's
can walk
or
in.
downtown in general.
In general,
everybody.
yes.
There's always something going on. But it's cool that that there are a lot of local people that come in, but out of town people too. When we have people that come through our office and ask for recommendations, or even if we're just, walking around, like when the draft was happening, a lot of people coming in from all over were asking like, what are the places we need to see? What are the things we need to do? And, Cleo's is almost always a destination that's brought up to people.
We're so proud to be on that list.
Yes.
I always try to stop down at the hotel front desks and thank the agents with some cookies and cards saying that we appreciate all the business they send to us because they do. And the people that are local and, you got to go to Cleo's. And people come in and they're like, oh, this person that I know from back home said you got to go to Cleo's. I'm like, we should put that on a T-shirt.
We should. Yes. But it truly, it's very, very cool. It's a very unique destination. And it's something that, when you're talking to people about something you can't really get anywhere else, it's where you want people to go and a vibe that people are going to love.
Oh, absolutely. It can't be crabby in the Christmas bar.
No, exactly.
Everybody walks in and they're immediately in a better mood.
If you are, Alicia's going to kick you out.
I mean, there is a strict no Grinches allowed policy.
or she has to give you a dirty snowball because that will turn your frown upside down.
Yes.
Exactly.
If you're still crabby and you're holding a boozy milkshake, then I don't know if I can
give
help.
up. Yeah, then I give up. But you just said this earlier. You partner with us on a lot of our events. You know, we have some like our Light the Night Market that you mentioned, but also, you know, Avenue of Ice, our mini golf on the town, craft beer walk. You guys are always partnering with our local brewers to bring, you know, those tastes in there. You know, what is the best part about being a part of those events?
We love participating in those events. Not only are they fun and exciting, and it kind of breaks up the monotony of, you know, people just coming out and having a drink. Mm-hmm. Like, we get a lot of new faces, you know, people that might not have stopped in already, but, you know, they came in mini golfing and decided that they wanted to pop back and, you know, see it when it wasn't crazy packed and full of golfers.
Right.
But yeah, it's a great way to like bridge gaps within the community and kind of reach out so you can kind of get to know a few more people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the point of a lot of the ones that I mentioned, is to just get people out there in and out of the businesses, to just maybe try something that they haven't had before.
Yeah, find your new favorite spot.
So yeah, and we always encourage people to come back after that, of course, because it is usually crazy busy with the people doing the things.
Absolutely.
But yeah, come back during the week and, you know, check it out, and a little slower pace, have a drink, and, you know, take in the atmosphere of all the great places that you saw on those different routes for events.
Yeah, and you want to see your neighbors doing good. Same with everybody else on the stops.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, speaking of neighbors, you guys are something I love about downtown, and I've mentioned it in other episodes, and I'm going to probably keep bringing it up in ones to come, but just the collaboration that you guys have as downtown businesses together. And obviously in your case, the partners with the other breweries, restaurants, coffee shops downtown is
absolutely.
It's amazing. I love to see it. It's one of my favorite parts of the job, is to just see how well you guys come together and talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and just, you know, you all want to see downtown thrive and see each other's businesses thrive.
Yeah, I mean, when your neighbor's doing good, you're doing good too.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a competition. Like we should all be helping each other. Mm-hmm. You know, you want the downtown area to be warm and welcoming and safe and fun for everybody.
Yes, yeah, and that's the perfect way to put it. And yeah, you think it's competition, like, oh, there's so many bars down there, but everybody has their own vibe, their own customers, their own
absolutely
drinks, their own everything.
Yeah, absolutely. People stop downtown because they like the idea of being able to hop from place to place. And, you know, if this spot doesn't suit me, I can go find the next spot. And,
absolutely.
You know, there's always different things going on at different places. And
yes,
I just really love that about this town. It's like small town vibes, but like a big town atmosphere.
Yes, exactly. And you said it perfectly of, you know, you come downtown on a Friday night, it's going to be popping, of course. And my husband and I, just a few weeks ago, we were trying to pop in a brewery, but they were super busy. I'm like, love that.
Love to see it.
I mean, it's a Friday night. What else did I expect? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pop across the street and I'm going to go to Cleo's. And then I had a drink, and then we had a drink in there, and then we went to a different spot. But like, that just really emphasizes that variety, like you're talking about.
Absolutely. And like, if like you said, if one spot's busy, you know that, you know, there's another spot a couple doors down that you can try as well. It's not like a destination where you're driving 2 hours to one place and it's not what you thought, you know, and then you're stuck there. Yeah.
And it's all very easy and walkable and fun. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's a great thing for you, or for everybody to just be able to do that. So I always love to talk about that. But as a bartender, you must have some pretty good stories, you know, but without getting too crazy, what are some of those fun or unforgettable moments that you've had at Cleo's?
Oh man. My favorite thing is not knowing who's going to walk in the door. Like, we've had some pretty crazy celebrity sightings.
Really?
Yeah, man. The U.S. Venture golf outing was a month or so ago, and Jeremy Renner came in with them. I almost died. He shook my hand, and then I told my husband I was ready to throw it all away.
Yep.
And he said he didn't blame me, and that since he touched me, I'm basically an Avenger now.
Amazing. Maybe he's on the list.
Maybe he's on the list. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my coworker will be so jealous. She wanted to meet him so bad.
Oh yeah.
But that's so cool.
Yeah. And then there's another story. This happened before I got there, but apparently it goes to say that Brett Favre came in to Cleo's once and tried cutting the line. And Anna Jane, who has been our bouncer since 1970, said, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And he said, Don't you know who I am, right? She's like, yeah, I know, but
I don't
everybody waits in line. And he got into the back of the line and he waited.
That's awesome.
I don't know if this is like the world's greatest game of telephone and if any of this has actually happened, but I've heard this story on a couple of different occasions.
Yep.
That Anna Jane kicked him to the back of the line and he waited and still came in anyway.
Hey, that's awesome.
I know. I thought so
shout
too.
out to her.
Yeah,
that's so cool. Yeah. I mean, that just goes to show that like a destination even for celebrities, which is so cool.
I mean, it's exciting. You never know who's going to come in.
Yes. I love that. That is so fun. Well, now I'm going to be on the lookout. For any celebrities that are going to be hanging out downtown. They could be at Cleo's.
Could be. Oh
you
my
just
gosh.
never know.
Yeah, it was like last year somebody said Taylor Swift was in and it was...
What?
It was last year maybe. The Chiefs were playing and somebody started a rumor that Taylor Swift was at Cleo's. And like halfway through the day, I'm like, what is happening? We're always busy in December, but this is insane.
Right.
And then we caught wind of what happened. And I'm like, holy crap, that explains it.
That's
and
hilarious.
all of my friends were like, hey, was Taylor Swift really at Cleo's? I'm like, no, Taylor Swift was not at Cleo's. No. But I did see a picture of her man's next door at Ambassador.
So close, maybe.
Well, yes. I don't know if she was over there, but yikes, man.
Taylor, I'm sure you're going to be listening to this episode. You should come down.
Come down to Cleo. It's the first Dirty Snowballs on me.
Exactly. You just read my mind. Yeah. Okay, we're rolling it back, talking about the drinks. I should have mentioned this earlier, but what are some of the, more underrated drinks at Cleo's that people should be trying?
I mean, I wouldn't call anything underrated because just like I said, we have so many things for everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
I love our version of the espresso martini because we use the Akoka coffee. Yeah, we call it the Akoka coffee martini and it is delicious. We make a ton of those.
I truly can't believe I still haven't tried one because I'm a huge coffee girl.
Yeah.
But I've never had an espresso martini.
It's a nice
I just don't know how I haven't.
Not too sweet, not too bitter, and there's chocolate covered coffee beans in the bottom of the glass.
I think my first time is going to be at Cleo's.
Yeah, I got you, girl.
That sounds delicious.
I got you.
But yeah, I just feel like there's always those like items on the menu that you're probably like, oh, somebody needs to order that. But like you said, you just have so many great things. It's
hard. I see people try to work their way down the menu and I'm like, you're not going to get there in one sitting. You'll probably get alcohol poisoning first. They're like, I'm going to work my way all the way down this menu. I'm like, my friend, you will die.
Quite literally.
Just come back another time.
Yeah. You can get through it, but in a couple of days, months, weeks, years.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. Yes. All right. Well, as we've covered a lot of things about how great Cleo's is and all the fun things you guys have got going on, what is one thing that you would want someone to remember about Cleo's after listening to this episode?
I would just want everybody to remember that, like, everybody's welcome. Like you can come in and it can be like the first time or it can be like the first time in a long time. One of our employees puts it in a way that I always love to hear. And it's everything in life changes. Your kids grow up, you get married, you change jobs, but Cleo stays the same.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I mean, you come in and it's just
so
like
true,
that
though.
little hit of nostalgia that you needed to kind of like ground you or bring you back
to
that space.
I think that's such an important part about, and such a great thing with like Wisconsin. I mean, I say Wisconsin bars, but I'm sure like Midwest and everything of just that feeling of just feeling at home,
community.
Feeling nostalgic. Yes, that feeling of community when you come in. You know what to expect when you come in there.
Absolutely.
And it's an amazing drinks, an amazing atmosphere, great staff, so many amazing things there.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
We try.
We try. Yeah. And for you, Alicia, in your opinion, what makes Downtown Appleton one great place? And, I always say this, what is one thing, but I try to take the one out because I know that there's just so many and it's hard to narrow it down.
I feel like it is the sense of community that makes Downtown Appleton a great place. Like I said earlier, you've got that like bigger city atmosphere, but it's still a small town vibe. Like you can walk down the street and the people that you cross paths with are going to smile at you and say good morning. Like you don't get that everywhere. Like that is a Midwest thing.
It is.
I learned that when I left the Midwest and I was like smiling at people down the street and they're like, what is this lady's problem?
This lady?
Someone come get her.
Yes. It is. And you don't know until you leave and then you come back. Like you just said.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. But yes, that sense of community is such a big deal. So it's such a great thing you can always find in downtown Appleton. Well, thank you so much, Alicia, for coming on the show to talk about everything that's going on at Cleo's. And now I know all of you are ready to go get a Dirty Snowball or a candy cane martini. I don't know, any other delicious drink that Cleo's
We got something for you.
Yes. So go check them out at 203 West College Avenue here in downtown Appleton. Make sure to follow them on Facebook for updates on seasonal specials and fun events that they are participating in as well. Thank you so much again for tuning in to Talk of the Town. We'll be back with more stories, more voices, and more reasons to love downtown Appleton. Until next time, keep your ears open. You just might be hearing the next Talk of the Town. This episode is brought to you by J. Geiger Consulting, a consulting firm specializing in J.D. Edwards Solutions and proud sponsor of Appleton Downtown Incorporated. Special thanks to local songwriter Amelia Ford for creating original music just for this podcast.